hoes got brains to match the quote. The mother of the hood wives, off this no fold. Just talking love to my niggas, stay up and fold. Just bless the hands in the mouths like God is grown. We see the time is close, open wares are dormant. Forget the doubt, love the women in here cause they gave us clout. Freedom over power, so tell me what your thought juice is. Cause I bring the bottles and the truth is I'ma lay it out for all the fools here. I make it clear, 100 proof pit, ayy. Princess E money, time to cash out. Fuck commando for the shortest, hard clits out. Do a little dance, shake a little ass. I'm just trying to ask, what's your thought juice? Dun dun dun.
Yes. What is up, everybody? It's your girl / boy Iman Loren like Polo. Hold on, let me get this. What is up, everybody? It's your girl / boy Iman Loren like Polo. Welcome to my home, to my abode, to my casa. What is up, Instagram? What is up, Twitch? What is up, Facebook, and all the family? I'm so happy to be fucking at home and just to be here with y'all. I think I said my intro. It's your girl / boy Iman Loren like Polo. Welcome to another episode of the Real Hoodwives of Chicago, a real show with hot sauce stories. We go live every other Thursday, 7 p.m. in collaboration with my team, Chicago For Real, on Twitch. So please make sure that you follow them and support them. And we started going live on Instagram too. That's a new thing. I want to make it accessible for all my niggas. I am not on set. I'm at the fucking crib. Hello. Big shout out to season 1 and season 2 when we was doing a live from the crib thing. And that's where we actually get to smoke. So I'm definitely going to be smoking. But I just wanted to do just a hot take recap episode just to be here with you all. I hope you all are feeling so good. Thank you so much for supporting me and for being here with me. Welcome to my casa, House of Hoodwives. I'm excited to hear myself fucking talk, honestly, because I deserve it. And I just want to do a moment of hot takes with things that's been going on in my life, things that's been happening in the fucking world in Chicago. So let's begin that conversation. While I'm at home, while I'm rolling up, this is a segment called What's Your Thought Juice? Dun-dun-dun. And today, my thought juice is red wine. What's up, Jarrell? My thought juice is red wine because it was free. And I'm also trying to cut back on drinking hard liquor. So I'm only going to be doing champagne, which is a stripper's Gatorade. Hello. And beer because I'm so edgy. What's up, Jarrell? What's good? No, you good. LOL. That's one of my producers. Say hello to Jarrell, everybody. What's up, Instagram? Welcome to the Real Hoodwives of Chicago. Welcome to the House of Hoodwives. This is my house, my casa. I work really hard for this. But I just want to talk a minute about what the fuck I've been going through. So I most recently just came back to Chicago, I think last Monday. Was that last Monday? Did I get home last Monday? Or was that last Tuesday? It was sometime at 12 o'clock in the fucking morning. I went to fucking Miami to walk a ball. In case you couldn't tell, I'm gay and I'm sexy. So I thought that a ball would be the place for me. And it kind of was, and it kind of was not for a few fucking reasons. So I went to Miami to walk a ball with my former house. I'm not really sure where I stand right now. And I want to get into that for a minute, but Miami was very thick. And I don't mean that in the ass way. I mean that in the booty way. It was thick as hell. It was smutty. It was a lot of things, but I had a lot of fun when I was by myself. When I got to be around people who were loving and who were caring. And this isn't a moment of shade. This is me just telling my truth. Hello. So I went to Miami to walk a ball, and I looked really fucking good. I looked so fucking good, y'all. Instagram, you know how good I fucking looked. I gave it to y'all. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Yes, I was serving sex siren. Okay, so my category was calling for Marie Laveau. If you don't know who Marie Laveau is, Marie Laveau, it was for the voodoo ball. And Marie Laveau was like, she was a voodooist, a magical worker, if you will. I don't know the proper terminology for that religion, but she was known for using her herbs and her potions, and having her head wrapped. So I was serving Marie Laveau. I was looking sexy. I was giving body, and you know what they did? They chopped the bitch. They chopped me. They fucking chopped me. They chopped me. They fucking chopped me. And they didn't even, no. First of all, can you show my picture again? Because you know, right. And show the one with the ass. Show the one with the ass, exactly. Y'all know I was serving. So y'all know it wasn't me for getting chopped. And I'm just telling my truth. I'm just telling my truth. Look at that ass. Look at the white. Look at the cheekbones. Look at the edges. You feel me? Look at the stripper heels. The fucking stripper heels. I bought stripper heels for this. And they chopped me. My category is supposed to be sex siren, face, women's runway, and body. So I'm serving body, I serve sex appeal, and I serve a gorgeous face and a killer runway. But I went to Miami prepared to walk one category and one category only, and that was sex siren. I have a history of getting chopped if you aren't dressed for your right category. Like if you are not serving like the look for the category, you will get chopped before you even get to walk. So I was like, cool. I don't want to risk getting chopped. So I'm gonna just walk the category that I bought my stripper heels for. And no, they chopped the bitch because I have too much body. You feel me? They said it was no shade, but it was so fucking shady, honestly. That's like the most backhanded compliment that you can ever get. Like, you sexy, but real, like someone came up to me and was like, no shade, you should walk body. Which in my mind, I heard you a little too thick for this category. And I'm like, damn. I mean, quarantine been fair to me. I ain't gonna cap. Quarantine been real good to me, to my ass, to my titties. It's been really fucking good to me. Like, you know, I got some like weight to my titties and like I got some weight to my ass. Like, it's just there. So I was like real fucking confused. But it reminds me of some previous conversations that I had on the Hoodwives about balls and sex, i.e. with Benji and with Jezebel Beauty. And so I was feeling like I was correct about this. Here's my thing. Like, you watch movies like Paris is Burning, and like you want to educate yourself on things like this. You want to come into this like, all right, I need to know the history of this place, especially as a cis woman, as a feminine presenting woman and walking like in that privilege. I wanted to educate myself on that. I wanted to be real proper and like understand like whose territory I was coming into. So you watch movies like Paris is Burning, and then you just like, damn, like this is not what it is supposed to be. It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. Hear me out. I shaved my armpits for this shit. If anybody knows me, I haven't shaved my armpits in like 3 years. I'm liberated as fuck. You know what I'm saying? If it was my ball, if it was my fucking ball, what I would do is I would have like, I ain't gonna need to share my ideas because it's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. Merch that. I put that on the House of Hoodwives. I put that on the Red Light Polo, and I put that on my Iman Loren Black, the Red Light Polo, Princess Imani. It's gonna fucking happen. But I think that there is something to say about like how the balls are not necessarily ran, but the images behind like what is perceived as sexy, what is perceived as an illusion, as a fantasy. You know, I personally think body hair is really sexy. I think it is. I think what's sexy about a woman with body hair to me, to me it could be the body hair, but it could. Is that Speedy? Speedy, what's good, my nigga? What's good? It could be the body hair, but what it could also be is just like the reclamation of one's body, the ownership of one's body. So I think that seeing that shit in a ball, serving a fantasy would be impactful, would be super fucking powerful, in my opinion. I think that a woman with a voluptuous body, that's what they said, a voluptuous body. And look, I'm not body shaming myself. I think that is also something to be said. Like, me saying that I want to lose weight don't mean that like I'm fat shaming myself. And also me thinking that I don't need to lose weight isn't like fat shaming other people. It's just like, it's just weird. It's just fucking weird. I don't know. What do y'all think? I would also like to engage conversation with y'all. Drop some comments, leave some notes for me, anything like that. But yeah, I definitely went to the ball on edge because I feel like it's also still men ran or focused around men. Like, honestly. And I'm very respectful of folks' identities. I'm not coming for nobody's identities or anything like that. But when we think about what is serving a sexual fantasy, it's a fantasy for men. Like, what is sexy or what is sex appeal to men? I also understand the history of such categories, like who has been excluded from the idea of what is sexy, who has been excluded from like the so-called image of sex appeal, of giving, of fantasy. I understand the history of that, but god damn it, my fat ass is sexy as hell. I shouldn't have got chopped. Come on, thank you, Jarrell. I appreciate that. I shouldn't have got fucking chopped. I know I shouldn't have got chopped. I think a lot, like, honestly, Miami was like really fucking scary. But for me, this really got me thinking about starting my own fucking house. Like, I really do want to start my own house. I see, like, I'm familiar with a lot of people that are doing it, but like, I feel like it is for like, some people are doing it for fashion. There's this new movie coming out. Thank you. I see someone say I agree. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. There's this new movie coming out with fucking Lady Gaga called House of Gucci. Gotta see that. But also want to shout out House of Gigi. Fucking Gap Tooth Goddess. She has her own house. I want to give a shout out to House of Berry. House of Berry. Shout out to renowned father Darius Parker, who is the house father and leader. Want to give a shout out to me, mother of Hoodwives, House of Hoodwives, coming soon to you. Hello, I'm gonna do that, but I don't know what the responsibilities are for being a house mother, but I know how I take very good care of myself. I care about my mental, my physical, and my well-being. And I think that as a house mother, I would naturally care for my children to have the same thing. But I don't know if that's something that I'm ready for necessarily right now or per se. Like, that is a lot of responsibilities. And also, I don't know if like you need like legendary status, icon status to be a house mother. Like, could be, but I know that my kids will be straight. But in Miami, I did meet a lot of wonderful, beautiful people. I got chopped. I met a lot of beautiful 007s. They were working Femme Queen, like they were walking women's runway, and they was getting chopped too. But I do want to give a shout out to my father because she chopped me on some bogus shit. He chopped her kid right back. Hello. So, you know. Oh god, oh no, sorry, but you know, that was a little fun for me or whatever. But I think that I definitely want to create a house that's like open to all, and that basically sets a new standard, and that is women ran, that is women in film ran. Honestly, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. But I was in Miami. I went through some pretty tumultuous things, some things that I shouldn't have went through, some things I didn't have to go through, dealing with people and like their own issues and their own demons, and also maybe like feeling like, you know, this whole house thing is supposed to be a family. You know, I personally removed myself away from family because of arguing, because of being misunderstood, because of fighting and violence. And I didn't put myself into another family to be a part of that voluntarily, to chalk it up to, oh, that's ballroom, or that's house, or that's family. Like, fuck no, that's not for me. That's not for me. I think, like, I mean, if I had someone like Electra, like if I had someone like Dominique Jackson reading my life to shreds every day to make me better, okay, if I had that. But if it's just like just pettiness, just because like you don't like the person that I am, then I'm just not for you. Then this is just not a place for me. And that's just not what my house is going to be about. That's not the house that I pay bills for. That's not the house that I pay rent for it to be. So it's definitely not going to be that in my fucking ballroom house, honestly. But, you know, that's why you learn lessons so that you create new opportunities for yourself and for others so that people don't have to go through what you go through. That's why I am a mother. But I did swim in the ocean. I went to the new beach. I swam in the ocean naked. Actually, I didn't swim in the ocean naked. What I did was I went to the new beach and I tried to make some money. I wouldn't let no one sit next to me unless they had some money for me. And I made $100. I think that people in Miami are really fucking used to that. Like someone came up to me and was like, you know, are you free? And so I thought that meant like, am I like free? Like, do I have any time? But I realized no, he was asking, did I have a pimp? And I was like, oh my gosh, it is time to go fucking home. But I did not have a pimp. I don't have a pimp. But, you know, people will pay you just to talk to you. I swear to God, people will pay you just to talk to you, just for your personality, just to sit beside you. And that's something that I seen and witnessed. I mean, hey, that was fun. Miami was fun. I'm glad I went to Miami. I got to swim in the ocean. I got to experience something, a new lesson learned. And, you know, I'm going to go off from that. I do want to talk a little bit about while we're on the topic of Miami. The fucking, oh my God, the toddler is what we're going to call his ass. The infantile is what we're going to call him. Fucking the baby was at Rolling Loud. Yes, sir. There was a lot of people at fucking in Miami for Rolling Loud. I'm honestly so grateful that our flights didn't get shut down because it was a lot of fucking people. But I'm not going to show the clip of everything that the baby is in because the Hoodwives is a safe space and we do not recap all that other homophobic bullshit. But we know what the baby did. I have some thoughts on that. I think like, okay, here's my thing. If you don't know what happened, basically the baby was at Rolling Loud. I believe it was at Rolling Loud. And he was saying a lot of bullshit, a lot of false negative things, perpetuating stereotypes and like really causing harm to like a lot of people, particularly the LGBTQ plus community. And he got shut down. He got shut down left and right. And honestly, it reminds me of an organization leader who is not a leader of an organization anymore that I still work at. Hello. All that shit just came crumbling, tumbling down. Just one behind the other. First it was Lollapalooza. Then it was like the New York Mayor's Ball. It was just a bunch of things. But here's my opinion with it when it comes to Lollapalooza personally. They canceled the baby to be on stage and then they replaced him with two other homophobic niggas. That's what confused me. And I wonder if people cancel, quote unquote, cancel people like to keep their money protected, right? Like, would the baby have lost all these other things if these other shows didn't see the impact of the LGBTQ community, right? I don't think they would have. And I feel like I'm calling out the consistency, honestly, the inconsistency. Like, you can't cancel one person for homophobic rants and then replace him with two other people who have homophobic rants. I believe that he was replaced by G Herbo and who else was it? Young Thug. Hello. Look, G Herbo, known for dropping slurs, known for dropping F slurs, slurs that do not belong to him. Fucking Young Thug, known for disrespecting Zaya Wade's identity, known for blatantly disrespecting Dwayne Wade's daughter. So you can't cancel one homophobic nigga and replace him with two others. I honestly feel like these are niggas that we should have let go of years ago. We should have been let Chris Brown go. We should have been let the baby go. We should have been let all these fucking niggas go, honestly. And I think that, like, for me, when it comes to, like, the baby, I kind of see this similarly as, like, the whole Dave Chappelle scenario. Because I feel like what the baby tried to do was he tried to take this whole, you can't fucking cancel me approach. You can't cancel me. And he paired up with Tory Lanez, and Tory Lanez is talking about some man, the black man's image is at war right now. First of all, you can't befriend no nigga that shoots women in the feet. You can't do that. You can't fucking do that. So I wouldn't expect nothing out of the baby for befriending fucking Tory Lanez. Honestly, I wouldn't expect nothing less of him. And fuck Tory Lanez, but we should have been let the baby go. He was never giving to me. I mean, I don't see what's gorgeous about him. I really fucking don't. Like, he looked like a beetle. I mean, I am look shaming because the baby, he deserves it anyway. Hello. But I think similarly to what I was saying about this whole Dave Chappelle thing, Dave Chappelle is a different scenario, right? So we have like when Dave Chappelle, I think that was his Sticks and Stones stand-up comedy show, where he said the F slur. And he tried to compare it to him and his writing team and like saying, oh, but I'm not a nigga either. Why y'all let me say that? I'm like, but let's talk about it. But that's one that you choose to reclaim. That is a slur that is a word that you choose to reclaim. Yes, thank you. I do want to talk about that. That is a word that you choose to reclaim. That is a word that belongs to you rightfully. You can't reclaim something that don't belong to you. You're a very proactive, straight, cis man. You can't do that. But I think that when Dave Chappelle says that he doesn't care about cancel culture, is that he's saying he's speaking for a totally different generation. Like he's like a generation, like he's like my mom, my like aunties, like older siblings, older cousins. Like I wouldn't say they're the age of social media, but I will also say like the younger, like the youth, like younger millennials, Gen Z youth, we are the age of social media, but we are also the age of being proactive about our feelings, our identities, our emotions, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that social media has been like a ground of us in our conversations, things that hit us, things that are important to us, things that fucking matter to us. So the baby is part of that generation. So if we call it like you can't get canceled, nigga, because you participate in this shit. You fucking participate in this shit. Like if you gonna put on social media that you don't fucking care about being canceled and cancel is a thing, then we don't be the same motherfuckers that's gonna shut that shit down. I do want to talk about this. According to the Shade Room, people have opened up to have conversations with the baby. I think that is very necessary. It's kind of what I was talking a little bit about this whole cancel culture. Do I think cancel culture exists? I do feel like cancel culture is necessary, but I feel like it should be renamed for accountability culture. There are some things that are just unforgivable. R. Kelly, cast that nigga to the stratosphere. We don't fucking care. Bill Cosby, cast that nigga to the stratosphere. We do not fucking care. I do not fucking care. Let me speak for myself as a black person. I do not fucking care. Cast them niggas to the stratosphere. Honestly, you can cast the baby to the stratosphere too, but what I appreciate is this whole calling him in for conversation. I haven't seen that. However, the start of it where I first saw Miley Cyrus invite him to a conversation. Miley Cyrus is very queer. Here's my thing though. I don't know how I feel about Miley. I applaud her for being courageous, for trying to spark the conversation and trying to invite him in. I do. But Miley, you honestly just got into my good graces. When she came out with the iHeartRadio and Blondie, that's like, okay, I could fuck with Miley again. But when she was doing all that other appropriation shit, I don't know. I just don't know if Miley Cyrus having that conversation with him will have the same impact as folks of color having that conversation with him. Does it matter? It does matter to me. I do want to applaud her bravery for like just speaking out and wanting to have conversation with him. I just don't know if she should be the person to have that conversation with him. But honestly, who knows what the fuck is going to happen? Yeah, this is what. Yeah, so Miley Cyrus, she made a statement saying that she really wants to invite him to have conversation with him. She sent him a DM. And she also mentioned like how cancel culture is really suppressed in social media. I think that, and also too what the baby said like in his apology. I don't know. That nigga was riding a bike backwards. What we call that? Backpedaling. Hello. So I think that what he was saying was like, you know, things move so fast around in social media, and I can only imagine what social media is like as celebrity status. But does that matter? Does that matter? Does that honestly matter? I mean, I'm asking to the hood wives. Like, if you were a celebrity and you made a mistake, does it matter, like, the rapidness of social media moving too fast for you to hold yourself accountable? Because for me, it's not. Like, I'm a person who, like, I feel, what I do feel is like social media has tainted our free thought a little bit. A lot of it, for me personally. I feel like the way that we naturally and freely want to express ourselves requires so much editing to put it in a certain amount of characters so that you don't be deemed as inappropriate, insensitive, or offensive to a certain community. And I think that that could be a little bit challenging. That could be a little bit harmful for me personally, which is why I really wanted to start my podcast. I really just wanted to engage in open, free conversation. And if I do say something wrong, then I invite someone to come and join me on my show so that we can have more conversation. Let me turn my light on. Wait, there we go. Hi. Oh my gosh. Wait, can you come fix my never mind. I'll do it. This don't work though. Oh well. That should work. Okay. Yes, thank you. Anyway, so what I was saying back about the baby and social media and how that has tainted a lot of like the way that we view is, hi, go to the mall. Oh my gosh. Hello, friends. Hello, Instagram friends. I love y'all. Peace and hair grease to y'all. Welcome to the Hood Wives. I do feel a lot of like social media has tainted our way of like communicating and expressing ourselves freely and actually having conversation. I think that what we can see from the whole DaBaby situation is that the real conversation, I can guarantee, probably isn't going to happen on social media. The real conversation that we need to see, that we need to hear, is not going to happen on social media. It's going to happen in person, maybe a closed Zoom link, maybe an open panel discussion where, like, after that accountability practice and training has happened with him, where folks have invited him into a community to come and have conversation with him. I feel like after that process, then we'll see that on social media. But that's my hot takes on the whole DaBaby situation. If you're a celebrity, if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, then just be fucking quiet. Honestly, just be fucking quiet. Like, there is no excuse. There is nothing of feeling the hype or feeling yourself. Like, and then there's also this whole other side of like him supposedly like targeting Lil Nas X specifically. Now, I don't want to begin or perpetrate that conversation or continue that conversation because, like, I don't know if that's facts, but I can easily see it though. I was in Miami and I was talking to someone about Lil Nas X, and we was watching his new show, his new video, Industry Baby. Great video, honestly. Great song, honestly. But after Montero called me by my name, I was talking to someone. I was like, I personally just don't see Lil Nas X as like a sex symbol. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like they're pushing to make him like a sex symbol, which I think is very important. But I didn't realize the importance of that until I was in Miami and I was talking to other queer folk, and they was like, you got to understand, like, he's like the first like open gay black boy / man that we're seeing in the industry, like in hip hop, like, and like there are like so many younger boys and young queers looking up to him. And I was like, actually, that is super, super facts. Like, so I can really totally understand that. I honestly think DaBaby was jealous. I honestly think DaBaby was jealous, and like he was hating. He was fucking hating, honestly. That's what I think it is. But we'll see. Drop your comments down below. Drop your thoughts and your opinions. What do you think? What are your takes on the whole DaBaby situation? Do you feel like accountability is still possible with him after all of his charades and sayings and shenanigans? Do you feel like conversation can actually still have a place on social media? Or do you feel like social media is a place for culture only and not accountability? Drop your comments below. Make sure that you give us a follow, etc., etc. So I do want to talk about another fucking music festival similar to Rolling Stone. Well, the baby got canceled from Lollapalooza. Oh my fucking god, Lollapalooza. I want to show a picture of the fucking crowd at Lollapalooza. If y'all was there at Lollapalooza, I'm not gonna say shout out to you because you was in that shit. You was in that fucking shit. Oh my god. I literally seen a meme that was like, it was like the bikini bottom. Like it was a bikini bottom meme where all of them was like trying to like, was all surrounded from the SpongeBob house. That's literally what this Lollapalooza thing looks like. And it honestly got me tripping out a little bit. Like Lollapalooza really got me fucked up. For a few reasons, because I think we were all on the verge of getting ready to like pop back out. I'm not gonna lie, I done definitely went to a restaurant or two without my mask on. I done definitely like been walking on the sidewalk without my mask on. You know, I keep the disposable mask in the car, but it was just something like, oh my gosh, like the world is opening back up. And also being a teacher, kind of preparing to like go back into schools, to teach back into the schools. It was a lot. It was a lot of angst that I was on the verge of. I was honestly really hoping that the world wouldn't be opening back up for a while because we had so many blessings and so many things come with the pandemic. Like we had the versus battle. I don't think that would have happened without the pandemic. I think the Real Hawaii Chicago refiguration and like rebranding, that wouldn't have happened without the pandemic. I think that it's really created such a wide respect for artists and for artistry. Artists, if you are an artist of any medium, you did that. You carried the pandemic, you served the pandemic. Like folks came to you for inspiration. You kept folks alive. We kept folks alive. We kept folks entertained and going and motivated. So shout outs to all the artists. I will give you a shout out because like y'all fucking did that. I feel, and I'm not sure what Lori Harvey's, not Lori Harvey, ooh, Lori Lightfoot. I mean, what's a Lori Lightfoot to a Lori Harvey? I mean, they both need a Michael to survive or something. But I feel like she's gonna shut us back down. Isn't there like a new type of COVID out? Like a Delta variant? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? And I'm not gonna even be one to like shame one, like, oh my gosh, you need to get vaccinated. Oh my gosh, you're unvaccinated. Like, do whatever feels good for you. I'm not gonna be one of those people. I'm not gonna put my business out on Front Street personally, but do whatever you need to do, like for you. I will say though, I feel that everybody still needs to wear their mask. Whether you are vaccinated or unvaccinated, you should still be wearing your mask. I feel like even if the pandemic like still went away, I would still want to wear my mask because that's scary. And I don't want to use this podcast as a source of spreading false information. But this isn't false information. You could still get COVID with the vaccine, right? And of course you could still get COVID without the vaccine, right? If I'm wrong, someone tell me I'm wrong right fucking now. Someone tell me I'm wrong right fucking now. I say that to say that it is so crucial that you still wear your mask. It is still crucial that I still wear my mask. Hello. But I'm wondering, like, if Lollapalooza has really, like, it's not even Lollapalooza. It's fucking Rolling Loud. It's all of these festivals that's still going on. And I'm honestly, like, really scared about what the world is going to be because are we prepared for another shutdown? Are y'all prepared for another shutdown? Are y'all prepared for another shutdown? Because I'm honestly not. I'm looking at my job and I feel like my job is moving forward. Like folks are getting back to the space eventually. We're working with schools to get us back into the space. So I really don't know what's going to happen with the world. I just pray that everyone still stays safe. I shall continue to do my research. I hope that y'all continue to do y'all research. And, okay, thank you, Speedy. So I think that it's so important that, still continue to do your research and just think about what's important to you. I bring up this segment to say, because I had future plans for the Hoodwives. We are in August. This is episode 11. We go live every 2 weeks. This is what's your thought juice tonight? My thought juice tonight is Jolie. I think that's Jolie. I'm not sure. My thought juice tonight is red wine. I'm keeping it simple. I'm keeping it smooth. What's y'all's thought juice tonight? Speaking of thought juices, I had plans for the Hoodwives. So we are in season 3. November 9th, which is my birthday, would be season 4 of this podcast. We have made it to 4 years. The Real Hoodwives Chicago has been established for 4 years. And that's honestly so fucking crazy. That is insanity to me. And I'm so grateful for y'all. I'm so appreciative for y'all. I really like this moment of just talking with y'all, of vibing with y'all, of chatting with y'all, just telling you my opinions, telling you my hot takes, my thoughts, things I've been going through. And that's a new plan of something that I'm trying to do. So every other week we'll have a guest, and hopefully in between the weeks I can just set up at home, smoke and drink and chill with y'all and just talk. I've been trying to roll this fucking joint for like the past however minutes, 37 minutes. Hello. And I can't, but I'll do it now. So the plan was for the Real Hoodwives Chicago anniversary show was supposed to be a really big curated show that I really wanted to do for all of my Hoodwives. I don't want to expose the plans because, I'm just superstitious like that. I'd rather just announcing to the people that I'm planning with, and then we'll make it come into fruition. But with festivals and things happening such as Rolling Loud and such as Lollapalooza, I honestly don't know what the fuck is going to happen to the world. I mean, if my birthday's in November, we're in August. I don't know. I have to replan, rethink, but the Real Hawaii Chicago is not going anywhere. I can guarantee that. At the top of the pandemic, we definitely had to take a very hard pause and stop because everything was shut down. There was me no going to the studios. There was me no booking guests in person. And this was before we were even on camera. Like being on camera and being live, that was something that we just did this year. And we've already went so far and skyrocketed. I'm so grateful to Chicago for Real again for granting me access to their community. I'm so honored that that they're excited and y'all are excited. All of the Twitchers, all of my Instagrammers and my Facebookers, all of my homies, all of my loves are just so excited to constantly build community with me. And honestly, fuck with what I have to say. That's really important to me. That is really important to me. Like, I feel like I grant myself from being a good listener when I'm not being a fuck nigga. I think I'm a great listener. But journalism, documenting existence, and unraveling the world around us always makes me feel powerful. I've always wanted to have real hard conversations and just have safe conversations, especially being a 1996 kid, having social media in middle school. I feel like I said earlier, it's kind of tainted just the way I want this feel or this need to explain yourself properly. You say something and then you gotta make sure you didn't say it wrong or it's not offensive. And it's I don't like that. That's harmful to me. That's taxing to me. Because instead of saying what I really have to say, and if someone's offended, them correcting me and me being accountable, now I'm walking around throughout the rest of my day fuck, I should have just said it how I needed to say it. But when I'm mad and when I'm upset and when I'm in my feelings and when I'm, angry, I can let you fucking have it. And that's not right. That's not cool. That's not fair to other people. And that's not fair to myself. I should be being valid and transparent in myself and in my feelings, in my mind and my thoughts, all points in time, not just when I'm angry or not just when I'm intoxicated or anything like that. But that was what some of the future plans for the Hoodwives. No matter what's going to happen with the world, we're still going to be here. We're still going to be virtual. If folks want to interview with me, I'll probably still be at set, but my set is it is socially distanced, so we will be cool. I will always still provided thought drinks for all of y'all, thought juices for all of y'all, etc., etc. So while I roll this joint, let's go to something that I know well about, that Princess Imani knows well about, and that's being a billionaire. Hello, I'm a billionaire in fucking spirit. All right, can't nobody cash me out. I'm a billionaire in fucking spirit. I got a rich ass heart. Who gonna take that? But no, real shit though, Rihanna is a fucking billionaire in real fucking life. That's my connection is going good, but I'm still good. Okay, Rihanna's a fucking billionaire. I was reading a Forbes article. Actually, I wasn't reading a Forbes article. I was on Instagram scrolling and I seen a fucking Shade Room. And then I got reference to the Forbes article that Rihanna is a billionaire. How do I feel about that? Great. She deserves that. She's an inspiration. She's an empress. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. You know, she has beauty, makeup, lingerie. She's working on a hairline, I think, right now, or some shit like that, right? Ain't Rihanna working on like a hairline? I don't know, like Fenty weaves, Fenty frontals. Oh my God. Get your Fenty frontal. Oh my God. That is so ingenious. Rihanna, get at me, girl. Y'all heard it here first. Fenty frontals. Get it. Somebody please hashtag that, send that shit to Rihanna. But she's a fucking billionaire. And what was kind of crazy to me is I always thought Rihanna was a billionaire. Here I am, like, what, 24 now. When did Fenty come out? I would say Fenty came out like, what, 5-6 years ago? When did Fenty come out? Let's do some research. Fenty Beauty established. EST. Fenty Beauty was established, I want to say like 2000, I don't know, maybe like 2016 or something, 4 or 5 years ago. That seems fair enough to say. I could be true. Well, I see 2017 when she had foundation. Let's just say 2016, right? 4 years later, 4 or 5 years later, and Rihanna is a billionaire. Now I don't want to discredit her money from her talent, such as her music and everything like that. But I think it's fair to say that when Rihanna set up Fenty, she set up a gold mine for herself, a fucking gold mine. And that's how I see myself. I see myself as a billionaire because I am setting up hard gold nuggets for myself. My podcast, my book, my poetry, educating the youth, educating, the whole fucking world. I get commissioned for poems. I write poems for the Cubs. Hello. I mean, this is a moment for me to talk my shit because I'm feeling Rihanna right now. I'm feeling billionaire status right now. And I think that's so beautiful. Like, I'm so happy for her because she's always been a transparent soul and she's always been a shady cunt. And I think that is divine because, kind of like going back to what I said earlier, like she just always spoke her mind. She was just always say what she had to say. I think that like when it comes to like this whole like shady talk or way of shady business and like what is being shady or like things like that. And I'm like, honestly, am I being shady? Am I being shady or am I just saying directly am I just saying the direct thoughts gently, cutely, with demure, right? I think that's what Rihanna did. Rihanna's always been transparent, but that's why she's a fucking billionaire. Because she always been true to herself. She always spoke her fucking thoughts and shit like that. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Rihanna's a fucking billionaire. Hello. I don't know what I would do with a fucking $1 billion, but if I did, I would buy my mom a house, of course. I would buy myself some land, of course. I would invest into nonprofits that mean the world to me. I would invest into my own type of organization. I would give some money away. And, I'll take this dump truck shopping. I put this dump truck in every fucking thing I wanted to. Every fucking thing I wanted to. But, I don't know. That's where the world is leading me right now. I'm kind of happy about where everything is going with myself and my future. I hope y'all are feeling good with yourselves and your future, because I really am. But there is there is something else that that is going on with me that y'all can support. I am going to be walking another ball. Maybe, hopefully, my original house mother, shout out to Gigi. I love you very much. She is throwing I think she's throwing a ball for breast cancer awareness, I believe. It's called the pink ball, I believe. I'll make sure to share that with y'all so that I know folks always want to say, I want to see you walk the ball. I want to see y'all walk the ball. I'm gonna just need for these balls to get this shit together. Honestly, I'm gonna need for these balls to get some balls and just like come correct and like, you know, just like have a different mindset. I think that's what everybody's needing. Everybody's just needing some conversation, some stimulation, some afternoon delight or whatever. So that's all the hot topics and all the hot takes that I really want to talk about today. I really hope y'all enjoyed being at the crib with me. I didn't get to smoke, but I really do want to smoke with y'all. I will take a sip of wine, because I've been babbling. What's up, Instagram people? Welcome to House of Hoodwives with Iman Loren. And I think for sure what I'm planning to do is give y'all a sneak peek of what's coming next week for the Real Hawaii Chicago. Next week we have another comedian. Make sure that you go and listen to the last episode. I'm not sure if it's still up, but I will be uploading episodes audibly. Last episode was with Chad Roby. We had a great conversation about comedy and kind of like the whole generation difference that we were touching on a little bit about today. And then we also had a talk about ass eating and shit like that. So who knows what conversation is gonna come this time around. I'm definitely trying to eat some ass. Hey Lauren, hello babe. How are you? How are you doing? I'm trying to eat some ass. I'm trying to get my ass ate, but we'll see where today leads. I am drinking red wine. I do want to smoke this joint. I wanted to show y'all how I roll joints. So I have a dream mixture, which is tobacco, weed, and lavender. And I take this jar with me everywhere I go, and it makes me feel good, and it makes me feel safe. And that's just it. So next week we'll have a comedian, Max Thomas, Hopefully we will be on set. We might be at home and we might be virtual. I don't know. I'll be sure to let y'all know. I know I always keep y'all updated. I love and appreciate y'all so much. And I'll answer my own segment because we'll probably end the show early today. So, what is a hood wife? Well, right now, a hood wife is a billionaire. But a billionaire is a hood wife. Ooh, bars. Just effortless bars. No, I definitely feel that, though. A hood wife is one who is a billionaire at heart, who sets up gold nuggets for themselves and who handles their business. As my mom says, and my mom always told me since I was a little girl, stay focused and maintain. And that is all that I do. I keep my focus and I maintain. Peace be still. Peace be still. Peace be still. That is all I love is my fucking peace. And you cannot fuck with that. You cannot fuck with that. Can't nobody fuck with your peace. I'll say this is a moment as a rant, as a tangent for y'all. Can't nobody fuck with your peace. You treat your peace like it's a billionaire. Like that shit can't no bitch topple a billionaire. Can't nothing come between your $1 billion piece at all. At fucking all. If you work hard for yourself, if you handle your business, if you do exactly what you're supposed to do, it's like that scene in Holiday Heart where he said, like, because I got out of this world exactly what you're supposed to like yourself and to love some damn body just because you can. Hello. And that is the point. That is the gist. Fucking yes, that's what a hood wife is. And that is what my children are going to be. All my children are going to be little hood wives. Hoodlings. Little hoodlings! Oh my God. If you want to be a hoodling, come and let me know. I love all my little hoodlings. I am the mother of hood wives. So come here, children. I will love you. I will nurture you. And I will make sure that you do what you got to do for yourself. to the best of my abilities while I still take care of myself. And I just rolled a joint. I could have been smoking this whole damn time. Hello. But that is what a hood wife is to me. I would like to know y'all opinions, y'all hot takes. Give me some of y'all thoughts on like the whole the baby situation, Lollapalooza crowd and Rolling Loud crowd. Is cancellation something that's gonna happen, like that can happen in social media? Is it really just a place for conversation or accountability? What are some of y'all thoughts, some of y'all opinions, etc., etc.? And that's it. Yeah. So make sure that you give us a follow. Make sure that you support us at The Real Hoodwives of Chicago on Twitch, on Facebook, on Instagram at Hoodwives of Chi on Instagram. We go live every other Thursday, 7 p.m. in collaboration with my team, Chicago For Real, on Twitch. Oh, make sure that y'all follow them too. No, they just had a show that Tiffany Haddish was on. Like, oh my gosh, I wish one of them could pop up right now. But no, Chicago For Real is like the bomb. Like, please support them. Please support them and like, you know, just give your love and everything. But this is the first episode of the Hoodwives at Home. And we'll probably have another one in like 2 weeks. So we've been going live every other week, but I'm trying to go live every week now. Hopefully that's something that I can make happen for y'all just to keep consistency up. And then we'll be coming to YouTube very soon, but just keep your fingers crossed. And that's it. That's all. I have no shows coming up. I have nothing coming up. My next guest is Max Thomas, and he's a funny dude that does great Maya Angelou impersonations. It's going to be really, really fun. And y'all, please stay safe. Please wear your mask. Please love each other. And that's all that I have for today. Another short show. Well, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, my loves, my hoodwives. Yes. Talk about some talk. I mean, I got more to talk about, you know. Oh no, there is something I want to fucking talk about, but I don't want to like put people's like business on blast. So I'll do it like professionally. Here we go. There's this new movie out that's called At Zola. It's a A24 film. It's an A24 film, and it's basically about this stripper that went to a trip in Miami with this white bitch, and she found herself in some pimp trouble. Go and see that movie, and you know, come back and talk to me about my trip to Miami and how that made me feel. It just made me feel scary, but nothing like that seriously happened to me. But that's just a new movie I watched most recently. Also seen a new M. Night Shyamalan movie, but honestly, I said all I had to say. I just wanted to talk. I know, I know, love, but that's all I got for now. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for another episode of The Real Hoodwives Chicago. Welcome to my home. This is House of Hoodwives. We'll be doing this every other week. So every 2 weeks we'll have a guest, and in between those 2 weeks we'll just be at home by myself, having hot takes, having conversation, having actual dialogue. I would like to maybe set up something where like y'all can call in and come and talk to me, or like if y'all just want to like just vibe and drop in the comments or the chats or anything like that, I would really love and appreciate that too. Yeah, I'm just so grateful to be here with y'all, and I really hope that everyone is able to stay safe and able to like hold on to their family and just, you know, just keep your head high and keep your head above water. You know, be a billionaire at heart. Try to have as much dialogue and conversation. Something I'm thinking about now is like, what is accountability versus cancel? I also want to have like conversations just with Black men specifically right now. That's where I like that's not just who I'm like keeping my guests geared toward, but that's just what I'm thinking about. I don't want to give y'all no sneak peeks into future conversations that I've been having or just things I'm going through, but I will just say protect Black women, like, and honestly just deal with like your misogyny and deal with like patriarchy and that culture that it has made you comfortable in. Because women don't owe you shit. Women don't owe you a conversation. Women don't owe you a forgiveness of your apology. Like, women don't owe you shit. So don't just keep women fucking safe. I'm very grateful for the men who participate in calling other men into a community and a conversation. I do think that like this whole fuck 12 rhetoric or campaign, whatever we want to call it, has really tainted like how Black women choose to protect themselves. That's how I feel for myself. Like, oh, you don't want to call 12s a Black man, but it's like, oh, you don't want to see like a nigga get shot, but hey, something has to happen. Something has to fucking happen. But like I was saying earlier in reference to the earlier conversations, I am for having a conversation as long as they get dealt with accountability and as long as a person wants to be accountable, because you can't honestly, you can't cancel someone who don't give a fuck about being canceled. And you can't hold someone accountable who don't want to give a fuck about accountability. Like, that's just my opinion. That's just my take on it. I'm very curious for what y'all opinions and y'all takes on it, but I'm always here to have dialogue. And that's all I have for today. Again, for real this time, because I want to drink my wine. And I'm like hot right now. But please make sure that you follow me at Loren Like Polo. Shout out to my Instagrammers. I love y'all so much. And follow us at Hood Wives with Shy. We go live every other Thursday, hopefully every Thursday at 7 p.m. in collaboration with my team, Chicago For Real, on Twitch. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and on Twitch and on Facebook, but use the hashtag on Twitter. And I just want to thank you so much to my team and to my fellow Hood Wives and to my producers today. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you, Justin. You have tuned in for another episode of the Real Hood Wives of Chicago, Hood Wives at Home, House of Hoodwives, episode 1. And I'm your host, Iman Loren. You tuned in for another show, a real show with hot sauce stories. Thank y'all. See y'all. Love y'all. Peace and hair grease.